I thought tonight, we came out from the start and we talked about, especially after Missouri State, we came out slow. So we wanted to really come out strong in that first, battle. And in that first quarter, we wanted to win that. And we did. We won it 27-16. So just really, really, really happy with how we started the game and really into the second too. It was 18-10 in the second quarter. We knew transition defense was going to be number one key in rebounding. We killed them on the boards with beating them by 19, which was a critical piece to this because then we're able to get out and play really, really fast. And I told these guys that's the best pace we've had in a long time. We were really getting up and playing at the tempo that we want to play at, but that was a direct result from our defense and our rebounding. So just really, really proud of our overall team effort in order to get this win and continue to survive and play another game. And now we move on to a really good Tulsa team.
Go ahead and raise your hand for student athletes.
Adelia, just what's kind of been your mindset going into these two games, and how good has it felt to put together two games like you have here?
Yeah, I just want to give all the glory and honor to Jesus Christ, my Savior, and I just want to thank my teammates. I love the team that I'm on, and they push me to be my best, and that's what helps me and fuels me, and also the fans too. Thank you to all the fans that come. Their energy and the environment that they create, it helps us.
Kendall, we know you just reached 1,000 career rebounds, and you added 17 more to that total tonight. How does that feel? And then what impact do you think that makes for your team?
It's really cool. That's been a goal of mine since, I got here and really kind of took on rebounding as my role. So I was super stoked that I got it, especially in the 4-year thing with all the fifth years and all that. So I was pretty excited about that. But I think it just, it's a reliability thing. I think my teammates know that I'm going to crash, I'm going to fight for the rebound. And then if and when I get it, I'm able to outlet it out pretty quick. So I think it just kind of is a reliability piece, and they have trust in me that there's a high probability I'm going to be able to get it.
Delia, the last two games, 16 shot attempts, 18 shot attempts. Just what's that aggressiveness kind of come from, and what's been the key to that for you?
Yeah, just being aggressive is a part of our system and a part of my game. Just being aggressive, getting downhill, and we talked about coming out strong and hard, and that's what I focus on doing.
For either one of you, obviously playing in the Big Ten, you play a lot of good teams. How do you feel like that prepares you for postseason play?
It prepares us really well. I think just being able to handle some of the top guards in the country, some of the top bigs in the country, and just kind of playing them night in, night out, not having a night off. You can't really, any team can beat anybody in the Big Ten. And so I think, that really helped us with some of these teams, just not knowing a whole lot about them, but just coming out and punching them like they are a Big Ten team.
Just for either one of the players, getting this opportunity to play in this tournament, what has it kind of meant to you guys to get this second chance here?
It means a lot. A lot of teams, their season is over, but ours isn't, and we get another opportunity to play, and it feels great, and we just have more opportunities to just reach our goal for the team.
Anything else for our student athletes? All right.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
Coach, they threw a few different looks at you, a 2-3 zone, 1-2-2 full court press, but you guys had really no problem at all breaking that down. What was behind sort of that success on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, that was one of the concerns I had coming in with them, is that they just, how they play, and they're very stingy defensively, their numbers, and they're going to press you, they're going to 3-2 you, they're going to press back to zone, they're going to switch, they switched everything a lot of times and really aggressive. So, when teams like that, they try to get you out of a rhythm. So for us but like I told them, anything that they do, we needed to be in attack mode and get downhill. And I think that's what was the difference tonight. From the start, we just were trying to get in the paint and really attacking them, whatever they threw at us. So, and that, got us a lot of easy shots early on around the rim. So just being in that attack mode and not worrying so much about what they're in, just worrying about what we have to do.
Just these two games, a comeback win and then really a commanding performance. Just, do you feel like you've gotten everything you would have wanted to get out of this tournament so far, when you kind of looked at this opportunity your team had?
Yeah, number one, it's an opportunity with the team, and as again we try to build this program to learn how to win in March. And obviously we won NCAA tournaments, but this is a tournament that has 32 really good teams in it, and that are going to present a lot of different matchups and styles, and just some people that we're not as used to. So no doubt about it, it served that purpose, and we will next year too. Whatever happens going forward, we've learned a lot about, again, March, and I don't care. It's hard to win basketball games in March. Whether it's NCAA tournament, WBIT, it's really, really hard because everyone's really, really good. And you got to be so on top of your game. You got to execute at an elite level, and you got to do the little things really, really well. And then you got to have a team that's motivated, and especially in the WBIT, right? A lot of teams are disappointed they're not in the NCAA. We've looked at this and we've kind of flipped it and said this is just a great opportunity, and why not take advantage of this opportunity? So I want to continue to play. Hopefully we have 3 more games in us, but right now, as of now, it's served its purpose, no doubt. We've learned a lot, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think we've played really well.
Shauna, I noticed you looked a lot more calm than usual heading out of halftime. How do you feel about your team's execution when holding on to that really big gap they started in the first half?
I want to know what I normally look like coming out. Yeah. I was comfortable because of how we, performed in the first half, and I thought we were really, really solid across the board. Defensively, I was really happy. Rebounding, I was really happy with it. And really offensively, we ran our stuff. We had a few moments where we had some turnovers and quick shots that led to some runouts. But everything we'd been talking about and everything we've been working on really this whole season, I thought we really did a great job in that first half. So when we do that, then I don't have to, freak out that much. So it was a good feeling. But then in the second half, we knew they were going to make they're too good to just roll over. So we knew they were going to make a run and punch us, and that was good. We responded to it, and I let our bench kind of feel some of those moments too late when I could have subbed, but I wanted them to get some experience in March, like you had said, and understand what it takes to close a team out too.
You mentioned it on radio, but there was a point where you kind of looked back at the crowd and smiled at their jokes. I mean, how much fun was it to hear their chants and sort of interact with it?
Yeah, he said something to the ref, and I'm like, oh, that was good. So again, I said last time, they can say some things I can't say. So no, it's great, and I like having Orange Crush right behind us. They're not there for our games; they're normally on the end line. So it's fun to be able to connect with them, and they're so important to us. And I want to continue. We need way more of them, but I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for those guys that have been really consistent throughout the whole year. And have really helped us, get some of these wins at home. So super grateful for them.
Just what have you kind of seen out, Dale, the last 2 games, coming off of some tough performances, going into this tournament?
The thing about really this team and Adele, especially just the resiliency and how we've just been able to keep the main thing in that moment. And you can't look ahead, you can't look behind. Where are we at right now, and how can we be our best versions of ourselves in that moment? So, she could have got down on herself and whatever because she wasn't scoring for those last few games, but instead, I saw her in the gym more. She got in the gym, she's working, she's confident, she's had great practices, and that's just who she is as a person too. She's just always going to continue to believe. And just has played at a whole nother level. And her aggressiveness has just been, like I said, just been unbelievable to watch. It's been a lot of fun. And I've said this all year, really the last 2 years, when she plays with that intensity on offense and defense, it takes us to a whole nother level as a team.
You mentioned giving the bench some postseason experience today, but how much within this tournament, at least, are you thinking about next season in terms of preparing for it?
Right now I'm not thinking about next season. I'm thinking about, trying to prepare this team to win games and again, to go 1-0 for 3 more games is my main thought process right now. But when I took that 2 weeks in between when we had, some time to reflect, and as we're approaching the WBIT, that's where I was like, this is going to prepare us for this year. We want to still accomplish a lot, but also for next year and the following years. So, but right now, it's all about today, and those thoughts came, before, and they'll probably come after.
You're the second coach in program history to record back-to-back 500 seasons to start in your first 2 years, and it's obviously the program's first back-to-back seasons with 500 record since 2006, 2008. So, guys, how would you what do those accomplishments mean to you, and how would you kind of sum up those feats?
I mean, I don't think about that. I'm probably more pissed that we only have 16 wins and, anything this year. I wish we had 20, and we probably should have had that. So, again, those are things when I have to really take steps back to look at big picture, which I'm not usually that good at, but then there's moments I have to. I think I said at the last presser after the game, I said, because it was my 2 year since I had gotten the job, and I said, if any of you guys said you'd go to back-to-back postseasons in an NCAA tournament and a WBIT on the day that I was doing my press conference, I would have said, hell yeah, I'll take that deal. So when you look at it like that, now I didn't know the order of anything else. So right now, yeah, we won an NCAA tournament this year, but that's really, really hard. As you see, from the program not being there for 20 years, until last year, and it's really, really hard to win at this level or any level. So I'm happy with where we're at in this moment, but we're going to continue to strive to be better.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you. Appreciate you guys all year covering us. Thank you.